What's going on, guys? Jurassic here. Today we are back with Elite Dangerous Odyssey. Alright, so our goal for tonight is to work on our colonization. We staked our claim and it is time to attempt to get some of the stuff done for our system. Now, some viewers also stated if you're solo running around, it's going to take you about 20 hours. So there's no guarantee that we're going to fully have our first Coriolis completely finished by tonight, but hopefully we're able to. We technically own the sector Capricorni GWWC117. And if you guys are curious, we do have the Elite Dangerous partner skins dropping on Twitch, so be sure to stay around.
Copy.
Alright, what'd you say?
I said, so it's 13 bodies. How many of those planets are landable?
All of them.
So are you planning on creating the colonies and stuff on each and every one of them, or?
Baby steps.
Right, my point is, I think that's kind of where we're going to come in at and work. Like, I'm not going to go find my own system. I'm just going to plant a colony down in yours.
What do you mean?
Because we don't want to grind. That's the whole thing.
It's not even that. There's just no point in. See, you're right here. And, you know, what's the point of me going like one or two jumps out of the bubble of placing one? It'll take us forever to get back to work. So why not just work in the one we've got?
Well, because the goal here is to get done with it eventually.
Right.
Alright, so Cutter's a little awkward at leaving mail slots.
Are we not all in the same squadron? Well, I mean, me and you are, but...
I don't think he ever invited Mustang to the squadron.
He's already in a squadron.
That's right. However, you know, I totally asked you earlier, Sniper.
They equally ignore him as much as we would.
He did ask to be invited to it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Although it's blocked since you're in a squadron Mustang, you have to leave it.
Yeah, I know it is. I wanted to ask you, since you have a squadron, which faction are you supporting now?
You're
like,
I mean, okay, so as a squadron,
the major faction.
None. As a squadron, none. We left it blank so anyone in the squadron can pick who they want to.
See you again, Commander.
Oh, that's fair.
We procrastinated.
But they can't pick any minor faction, only the lead.
Set it up, and they're like, all right, which superpower? And I said, keep it none. Otherwise, we're gonna force people to follow somebody they may not want to.
Yeah, the superpower is a major faction, right? They say when you make a squadron, you can support both major faction and then minor player faction. Like the minor player faction is that control systems and stuff like that, and the stations. That's the one I was talking about. So which faction, the minor faction, you guys supporting? None.
None.
So both none.
Both none.
Copy. Tenfold.
Freedom to go wherever you want.
I can buy some here. That's more like it. What do I actually need? Hold on.
Excuse me, somebody's gotta help fund this.
Is that all?
So I gotta go price platinum for this week. Seriously, it was like 240 last week.
Alright, so Medisha. I'm going to go around and buy like some of the cheaper commodities too. I had a comment that was kind of interesting, so I'm not entirely sure if they were mistaken or if I might have mistaken what they were trying to say. But supposedly they were saying that you actually sell your resources to the colonization ship. So they were saying basically it's free to colonize the system. But I haven't seen anyone else talk about that yet, so I don't know if that was like fully true or not. That'd be cool if it was, but it seems a little bit too good to be true.
In your little partner programs. I figured they would have explained it better to you guys.
acid? Where did you take my carrier now?
Well, your carrier was over next to the engineer person. I was going to claim the system over there. Oh, Mustang, you might find this funny. I don't know, at some point I took the hull off of my Great Mark II, because apparently I had like an engineered, like fully upgraded grade 5 military hull that was just stowed away at a random station. I was upgrading like the random, the upgrade hull modules, and I was like, well, you know what, let me see if I can find like an actual main military upgrade too. And now it turns out that I already had it.
You see, I told you, man, you stole something from my carrier. I knew it. I was missing a lot of house. I mean, whenever they add the Vanguard thing, where people can share stuff, that's when I have to be careful from especially acid.
Well, good news is that's not for at least like half a year, and I feel like by then I'll probably have all the money that I need. Bad news
you don't want to buy a fleet carrier.
I gotta say, it's getting to the point that I might need to buy a fleet carrier eventually.
It's 5 billion, and you will be left with 1 billion, which means that 1 billion is more than enough. It's like, I think, if you keep it like, if you don't install anything other than the refueling and rearming and the repair, I think it will be like 8 billion a week. And you can get more than 8 billion a week, right?
Right.
Yeah, you definitely need a fleet carrier, but trust me. I bought it when I was 6 billion. But there was a lot more content at that time, and I was doing a lot of targets, that's why I got a lot more money there. You'll definitely buy a fleet carrier, I'm telling you.
I mean, I know for a fact definitely buy it, it's just we haven't been doing stuff to make enough money yet. If I had just been on like a little bit longer for the Thargoid stuff and had like an extra 2 billion, we would be perfect. Which, I mean, honestly,
mining will give you about 300 million, but like 300 platinum or maybe 400 platinum. It's not bad, you know.
Yeah, it's not
300 million,
horrible.
and then another time another 300 million, another time. You can make each night you get on about 300, 400 million by just doing mining. You know?
By the way, Mustang, I know you usually watch on YouTube, so I should mention on Twitch. Oh, I'm at 60. That's fine.
I've seen it. I've seen they said they will be paying this, you know. So definitely,
yeah.
I will use my cell phone this time. I will put it on your channel, and then I will leave it there. So I don't know how long.
It's very colorful skin. Ow! Sniper, you're supposed to remind me to change my cutter skin. We talked about it, and then I forgot.
I didn't know it was for a cutter.
It was for a cutter for the Frontier Unlocked. I tried to get you guys to watch it during their stream, but it was like a random time in the middle of the day.
Right. I was at work. Couldn't do it.
I know. Well, that's why I didn't know if you'd be able to like sneak on and like pull up your phone or something.
If I had, believe me, if I drop my phone, it's a very uncomfortable place that I won't want it back.
Well, it turns out that out of all the games that they make, Elite Dangerous is the most outspoken community.
Yeah, I mean, how much can you really say about Planet Coaster?
You know what's funny also? If you go to the Frontier Discord, they have a unique channel for just Elite Dangerous, and all other games in just one channel.
I just
so
missed. Hold on. Oh, thanks so much for subscribing. Yeah, they were sitting there introducing like all the Planet Coaster stuff, which I mean, I thought it was okay or kind of interesting. And then all of the comments were like, "Where's Elite? Shut up! We don't want this. Where's Elite?" Hey, Hobbs, how's it going? Oops, the wrong button.
Thanks.
Have they pushed 4.02 yet, Hobbs?
No.
Sniper convinced me to go claim my own system, so now I'm the owner of an entire star. Technically through another faction that
Because yeah, he always does what his friends tell him to.
I do.
You should see what he did that one time I jumped off a bridge.
Probably would. Depending on the game. Actually, depending on the game, I'd probably be the one to jump off the bridge first. Oh, but betting tomorrow. Honestly, that's what Vinny predicted to Friday, because that'll give them the whole weekend off, so I could see Friday being like a good update time too.
For what?
So if you were to transport everything by yourself, it'll take you 99 trips, by the way.
Damn. There's no real good place to sell platinum today.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, there's Martin Enterprise. I mean, it's at 161, but nothing in the 200s anymore.
Really? Because everyone's flooding the market, Sniper. You gotta sit there and show them who's boss.
I mean, it's not flooded. I mean, the problem is, like, all of the areas that I could sell for a decent price are already owned by Yuri.
That's bad. Why?
Because when you're selling in a place that's owned by your own power, you have to mine it in that same system.
Oh, you're just talking about for merits. You're not talking about for profit.
Merits and money. Why settle for just money when you can have merits and money?
Because money is the min-max strategy.
Why would I take your word for it? You haven't even done your first 5 tasks.
I have. For a woman that you lied to me about, and I'm still emotionally damaged, so I refuse to do it until I'm good and comfortable.
Oh my god, what are you?
Emotionally, physically, and spiritually
exactly.
damaged.
See, Mustang gets
Come on.
it. It was a stressful night having to leave that faction, become a traitor.
What the hell are you? One of these Wi-Fi password generation brain dead idiots? Come on now.
Actually, you need to answer that question.
Nice and softly.
Engines disengaged.
By the way, Hobbs, I don't know if it works or not. I might have some tweaking to do, but you should be able to redeem a channel point to talk to Nicolas Cage.
Check the terminal.
Actually, you know what's funny? I found a system. The name is MOT, M-O-T, and I can colonize it. Horribly.
See, the problem is, which I made a video about it, kind of. I found a place with the name. I was like, ooh, you know what? I'm just going to do it here since I can pronounce the name. It makes it much easier. And then I got to there and it was like a bunch of junk. And it's like, well, I don't want it here anymore.
I really can. There's a lot of... There's one star. I think there's a lot of stars and system claim unsuccessful. Are you joking me? Why does it allow me to claim and then it says unsuccessful?
Somebody else claimed it.
But they claim it whenever I clicked on it.
It may have not updated recently, but somebody in open or their own private thing could have gotten there just before you did.
Can I?
Kind of like when you go into to buy a pair of pants, you're like, oh, they got that level 3 Dominator, and you go to click it, and it just errors out because somebody on another server bought it. It hadn't updated yet.
Alright, so we got that, so markup.
Hey, listen, this is what we have to deal with in order not to be ganked. Alright?
I will keep repeating this until they say, you know what? Yes, take it. We can't deal with you anymore.
Man, it'd be convenient if there was hydrogen fuel here.
So what kind of a station are you building? Are you building the Tier 2 or just the outpost, the small one?
It looked like it had noob hammers in it, unless you just pulled a random GIF or a random JPEG off.
I went with the big one. Go big or go home. No one sits there and brags about their first system
Which
being
big one?
small.
Are you going with the T3?
Did you go with the one on your thumbnail?
I went with the one on the thumbnail.
So noob hammers. It's got 3 of them.
It's got 4.
4 noob hammers?
Yeah.
Dude, just
I haven't seen too many of those around the worlds, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then yeah,
Just name the station unlandable.
I mean, how's it unlandable? The entrance is on the other side.
Noob hammers. They're called noob hammers for a reason.
It'll be fine.
You know, every time you say that, things are very seldomly ever fine.
Well, you know what? I'm also in a place to where I can build a asteroid base. So once we get the main place up and running, asteroid base is the next one up on the list. Let's see, supply. Ooh, 2437. What is the recommended? 3609. There we go. I'm noticing a lot of these commodities are much cheaper than what they listed in game for the approximate price. Why exactly are they called noob hammers?
Released. Engines
Because
engaged.
a lot of noobs run into them on their approaches.
Landing gear retracted.
The tip, it looks like the top of it looks like the head of a hammer.
So what you're saying is I drove a very aggressive first starport. I just thought it looked cool because I assume everyone's going to go with like the blank one. Although, have you looked at the starport skins yet? Hey friends! How's it going?
No, not yet.
I'm working on colonizing my system. With the help of Sniper. And I believe Mustang's helping too? Well, I'm not sure what Mustang's doing. What are you doing, Mustang? What are you doing tonight? You looking for a place to call home?
4, 3,
The fleet carrier is already my home, so I don't really need anywhere.
Are you addicted to Mecha Break? You know what, Mustang? Have you tried to colonize the place that you normally dump your fleet carrier at?
Yeah, that's the first one I went to, you know, whenever they released this thing, and somebody fucking freaking took it, LHS-47, right?
It was already there.
If it makes you feel any better at all, the place that I claimed, I noticed it also had about like 7 fleet carriers. So I'm pretty sure people were also planning on taking it before I took it.
You know, fleet carriers are usually in every system, so I don't believe people will start the fleet carrier there just so they can run, because the fleet carrier doesn't do anything, right? It doesn't really do anything. You're not required to be there for its climate, right? Is it? No?
Not sure.
Yeah, so it's just the fleet carrier maybe was just there.
Tonight's going to be a lot of looking at spreadsheets, highlighting the black whenever we're done with it, and then scrolling on to the next spot. Although, Sniper, how smart is Inara?
Only as smart as the people that put in the information. What's up?
So if I put, like, I want to buy 30 items, you think it's smart enough to find a station that all 30 items are sold in?
Very possibly. If you can list more than one, I think it will.
Huh. I wonder if FDev can track how quickly the iconic systems like the TRAPPIST-1 will be, or was claimed.
Yeah, you just have to, you know, put in all the items, and I think it'll try to find a station that has them all. But I mean, if you just have 2 items that are never in the same system, you're just gonna be SOL.
So right now, friend, it's in beta testing, technically for like colonization. Their original goal was to have it so it had to be 10 light years away from a claim system, and they ended up bumping it up to 16 by the time it ended up going to live build. I don't know if Trappist 1's been claimed or not, though. I think that's a little bit further out in the bubble, isn't it? So I feel like, well, I know Jasper has a lot of really good platinum spots, but they're all out in the middle of nowhere. So the problem is, we would have to like daisy chain build towards that direction. Because every single time that you have a major city, you'll have a contact, and then theoretically you should be able to move another like 16 light years out further. You'll just have to like slowly walk away.
Romeo Echo. Thank you for choosing our station, Commander. We hope you find everything to your liking.
What are you talking about?
It says it's going to be a lot of credits to do that.
Oh, you talking about to push outside the bubble?
Well, to push out to the middle of nowhere, yeah. Because you're going to have to build and supply the material for each link in that daisy chain.
Not saying that I know people who are doing it or have done it, but some people have stated they might be waiting for others to do the heavy lifting and then snipe their position whenever they get into the opportunity.
I was going to say, how in the hell would you know anyone who has done it?
Well, I know people who are thinking about doing it, which is basically saying has done it.
Listen, don't tell my business to everybody.
Uh-huh.
Scan detected.
Access authorized. Proceed to Bay 2-5.
Looks like a fancy place.
Little fellas.
Alright, so pad 25.
Hull integrity compromised. Taking damage.
So it turns out the back of the cutter is a little bit heavy to get through the middle slot.
1,000 meters from touchdown.
By the way, Mustang, I like your advice of using a shield, but I tossed it out the window.
Landing gear deployed.
You don't need the shield if you're careful, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure you need it.
No, it's fine. I've only crashed a couple times.
Everybody knows it now.
Confirmed contact. Commence power
You know
down.
what? I'm
Greetings,
done. So
Commander.
you said you're building what? T2 or T3?
The biggest one. I think tier 3.
Oh my god, you know how long it's gonna take you that one? I don't think it's gonna take you. I don't think you will finish that in 2 weeks, man. Really don't think so. I'm
What do you
telling
mean?
Because you need 60,000 what? 60,000 of a steel. Oh, I think 64,000 of steel. And many other ones that are same as that number, you know, like 50,000, 40,000. That alone will take you about more than just 3 days and 2 weeks. So what people do is they will build the outpost, the small one, that will not cost too much, and then whatever you want to build after that one, it doesn't have any timer, you know. That was my plan, but I can't find any good systems now.
Well, I told you to do it way ahead of time.
Man, I'm telling you, really, honestly, bro, you should definitely unclaim that system and then claim it again with the with different outposts.
Oh, no. If we're claiming it, we're going big. So you're trying to trick us.
First one you're building has about 3 weeks. It doesn't take you 3 weeks to build it. It will automatically unclaim it for you, and then you spend a lot of time building it and bringing commodities and spend money, and you will not get a refund for that.
Yeah.
So I say start with an outpost, and then you can easily build another one that you need with no time on it. It's just a recommendation.
It's a decent recommendation. I'll give you that.
Not a decent, man. Come on. You know it's not a decent.
But the thing
Really
is,
not.
I already have it claimed. And I don't see how you're saying it's going to take forever.
So what are you supposed to do? Brink, let me see. Can you show me?
So, what am I showing you? What now?
I think you're supposed to bring about 60,000. I don't know how we are supposed to do that. 60,000 is still.
What do you mean?
Because it's a lot, and that alone is gonna maybe take more than just 4 days, 5 days. Unless a lot of people help us, you know.
Alright, so 219 for semiconductors. 920, so that was actually much cheaper too. I mean, for the most part, it's just going to take a little bit long time to like move stuff back and forth. I don't see.
Yeah, but it's not about just the time it takes like flying. It's about the commodity you're buying, right? How many do you need? And the time of that, like the deadline time, which is 4 weeks actually.
Yeah, that's plenty of time.
Yeah. All right, that's it. Let's go do it and see how long it takes you.
I'm already doing it.
Simple.
Let's see here. Is there anything else that we can grab that's relatively... So polymer we need a lot of. Copper we also need a lot of. And I'm also kind of interested on if we're able to like sell the stuff back to the station or not.
I don't know. Somebody was saying that whenever you deliver this stuff that you bought to the colonization carrier or whatever it is, or the colonization ship, the one that I think somebody was saying that they will give you some money for it, maybe more than the average galactic. I don't know. Somebody was saying that. I'm not sure if it's true, but I've never yet done that. So if you bought it for like, let's say 40,000 for like 700, maybe they will give you back about 50k.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Whenever you bring that thing to the colonization carrier.
Right.
Yeah.
Illegal bounty rep still managed to cram over 200 SEO off-graded in the 600i. Oh, sweet hops. Ooh. Sniper almost made me forget again. There you go, Sniper.
Huh?
Almost made me forget my skin.
Interesting. Well, we should go investigate.
I am investigating.
No, this ringed planet with a fleet carrier docked near it.
Oh, you mean the one in my system?
Yeah. People dock a fleet carrier there when there's something with it.
And that's why I was like, ooh, this has an asteroid belt. There's 6 fleet carriers. This is my home. I didn't even like go really
yet,
explore. I really hope it's an ice
asteroid
asteroid belt.
I'm going to check the planet first.
Hope there is no wipe for that.
They said they wouldn't be
Hey,
wiping.
Joshua. How's it going? And you're talking about wipe for, Eagle Bounty's Mustang?
Well, yes.
I thought we were going to get a, huh. Double check that. I should have a, cutter skin, I'm pretty sure, from Frontier Unlocked. Frontier Unlocked.
What does this fleet carrier possibly be hoarding?
It says that I have it. Imperial Cutter Slipstream. This is the cutter,
Is
right?
that the one? I think you need to go to the maybe in-game store. I don't know. Not the in-game store. I mean the website store, and then climb it from there. I'm not sure, man.
Oh,
That's what I did.
That could be it. Yeah.
That's what I did for the new guns. You know, like the guns they gave us, the free gun, the skin for the Montico or something. I'll find them in the game. Oh shit, 338,000 8 seconds. Nah, I'm gonna go.
So I'm noticing almost every. Oh, hello, Angelic. How's it going? I'm noticing every single price that they actually listed on the website seems to be a little bit off, which is good. Everything's cheaper so far.
Detachment complete. You are now for departure.
Well, so far, everything's actually been cheaper than what the MSRP list price was. How's the verse in ED? It's going pretty good. I actually have my own system now, so I'm trying to colonize it. Mustang thinks we should have gone with a smaller station. I feel like if we're going to do something like this, we have to start with a big one.
I said you could do the big one, but the time frame you have and the commodities going to deliver, it's going to be. So let me guess. Let me rate your like your deadline and how long it takes you to finish this station. I think it will be like 50% for you. Like whenever you are like 50%, I think the deadline will be ended at that time, and then you will have to reclaim the whole system again, which is not really good.
I think you underestimate how late I usually stay up.
Maybe.
Full hotspots on the ring.
I bet we can
Actually, you
probably
have to
knock this
remember
out in 2 days. We were staying up pretty late.
You have to remember you're one person. I think the
I
big
know,
stations
but-
are supposed to be like 4 people, 5 people, 6 maybe 7 to help each other build it.
Sniper's helping, I think. That looks like he's trying to rob some fleet carrier.
So the rings on your planet have low temp diamonds and brolomite.
Dolomite's good, isn't it?
I think so.
Good. My station's going to charge an upsell price for it. People want to sell in my system? You shall give us checks beyond wildest dreams.
I found a system with only 1 star, a good name. I will just colonize that though. Just wood one station there and that's it. On my fleet carrier.
So the first place that I claimed Mustang, it turned out it only had like 3 planets on it. Then I was kind of disappointed by it. And then I was like, you know what? Let me check Omnicron just to see if there's something closer, since, you know, it's a little bit more of like towards the Platinum area. Then I actually found this system, which seems to be decent for us.
Is that HIP 103 138?
The place I'm at currently, Capricorni
What is the
Sector
map?
GWWC117.
Oh god, the shenanigans. Okay. They really need to give us a name to change, bro. This is not fair.
It is cool that you can eventually name your starport, though.
It is.
So theoretically, they should actually be buying this commodity instead of just like taking it from me. And if that's the case, then honestly it's not too expensive to do this. A lot of people are saying the CMM is going to be the longest sink, so that's probably going to be the hardest commodity that we actually have to like search around for. So we're out in the middle of nowhere. Did you claim Mustang?
Oh, it's close by. It's close by. It's close to you guys.
Oh,
Mitro.
nice.
Name is Mitro, something like that.
Ah, that's why it's a small system. It actually has a name.
Yeah, it's just one star. So
I
debating,
noticed if it has like a proper name, it's a super small system. I don't know if that's like the entire case, but so far, if it has a name, it's got like 2 or 3 planets. Then if it's a random like ND947-CW, then it'll have a lot more planets.
No, but I'm debating here if I will put one T2 system and then make it like a low security system where people can just do their own find like the interstellar factors, you know?
Ooh.
Yeah. I expected a asteroid belt to be a little more asteroidy than this.
Hey, don't you make fun of this system. You go find your own. Why, how short's the asteroid field?
I'm only seeing like 7 or 8 of them.
Is it icy?
No, they're asteroidy.
Request granted.
What kind of asteroid, though? Icy? Metallic?
They're brown.
I feel like you're missing the question.
I had to come back with my Type 8 and tap these asteroids to see what's in them.
Yeah, he means tungsten hubs. How about this, Mustang? I will be happy if I get maybe 1/4 of the way done with it tonight. I think that's a realistic goal.
Yep.
If so, then it would only take 4 streams.
It's more than that, trust me.
Lighting gear deployed.
Someone was saying it took them about 20 hours to claim theirs.
To finish this, you mean?
Yes.
Taking damage.
Oh, it's scary, bro.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Actually, gold might not really worth all that much.
What about the diamonds? I feel like diamonds are worth a lot.
387.
Okay, so they are most definitely buying at a higher price than what the local is. Interesting. So, I'm not sure how much I spent, but I'm getting $1 million back so far. Alright, so automatically zeroes it out. So copper, we need 262. Let's see, hold on. Let's see. Alright, so let's do this on a notepad then. There. When I was looking at the actual map though, Mustang, it looks like I can actually build a lot of like ground settlements and stuff. It looks like there's a decent amount of options around here.
Yeah, you could build a lot more than just one station, yes. However, you have to build your first one and then you could do the rest. You know?
That's true.
That's why I was telling you it's better to start with the small one and then you can build whether you need the ground vault or another big station with no timer at all. And we can, I believe we can finish, if you start with a small board, I think we can finish that in just 2 streams or maybe 1 stream. Really, yeah.
Well, I mean, the biggest issue is going to be the 20,000 steel and 13,000 CMM composite. I feel like the lower end stuff, honestly, is not going to take too long.
You're really underestimating how it is hard to, you know, it's really dangerous how to move stuff from one system to another system. Sometimes you will get backed out, you know, like you will receive. I have seen people, whatever they were streaming today, I've been watching some streamers and every single time they want to jump to another system, they will get kicked out because of the back, and they were moving a lot of stuff. So
they were losing cargo when they got kicked.
No, they don't lose the cargo, but it's really annoying. It will add the timer that you want to beat, right? You just have to come back again and then do everything else. I don't like doing that. That's why I want to build a small port, and then I can take my forever time to build whatever I need after that.
Is it because you want to build an illegal station? Is that why you keep trying to push this smaller port system?
No, because of the timer, that's all. You have, what, 4 rigs to bring about 200 total commodity, 1,000? That's a lot, man.
It's 70,923.
Oh, really? So what did you say you want with the big one? That's like, I think T2. The T3 is the one that needs more than that. I think that one needs about...
This is the biggest one.
Yeah, but there's another one that's like... So that one you're building right now is T2. Like, I think they call it Tier 2, and the other one is Tier 3, which means that one is way bigger than the one that you have now. And you will need more commodity for that. I think you can definitely build that one, yes. The T2, yeah.
Are you sure it was all... Are you sure it's the biggest one? Now you're confusing me. I could have swore I picked the biggest one.
You could, yes, but I'm telling you, man, there's another big one than that.
Either way, I spent some time and made a spreadsheet today, so...
Let me see your system and then I can tell you which one it is. I mean, what do you need to bring? You can check it from the system map, I think. If you go to the system map and then click on the colonization fleet carrier, it will show you what you need to bring to that.
I need 20,208 steel, 13,604 composite, 12,000 titanium, 12,000 aluminum, 5,000.
Yeah, yeah, that's T2.
So what you're saying is, it's actually doable then. You went from negative to doable.
Yeah, it's good. Oh yeah, that's T2 definitely. 14,000, 11,000. You said it's still how much?
70,923 total cargo.
How much still?
70,923.
Still. That's how much you need to bring.
Yeah, well, I mean, so far I have delivered like 760.
What kind of station are you building here?
Good on my edge.
I'm building a monster.
It's good to see you, Commander. Please enjoy your stay at this facility.
Alright. Are you building the one with the, I think it's called quad prod?
Yes.
No, that's T2. That's T2, definitely, that's T2.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's T2. I can see it right now. It's T2. So I think you need like 14,000 steel, 11,000 TMM. The most.
20,000
yeah,
steel.
And then Oh, really? They changed it, I
I
think.
gotta get going for the night. I will talk to you guys later.
Where are you going?
To Monster Hunter.
Oh, really?
Told you I have to get ready for it.
Okay.
Did they release the game?
Yes.
Oh,
5 minutes.
Didn't realize you were tipping off to play that. Well, Mustang, I'll let you live with me in my system. Sniper's been booted off the island.
Listen, I did the work, okay? I found that the meteor or the asteroids were not very plentiful in the belt, and I found that you have low temp diamonds.
Oh,
These are all
wait a
things
minute. Were you talking about
you
the
should've
actual
looked at
asteroid
first.
belt itself, or you were talking about the planet with the
Yeah.
ring?
The actual asteroid.
Warning, you are not permitted within this area. This is a
I mean,
restricted
Bromite's
zone.
not horrible. It's 130,000. I mean, it's certainly higher than a lot of the other minerals. So, I mean, as far as that ring goes, I see why somebody's parked there, and yeah, it's a good mining spot. Nothing overlapping or anything like that, but, I mean, it's Brolomite and it's low temp diamonds, so.
You're leaving us for Monster Hunter.
Yes. It's literally been sitting here with a counter on it since November.
Well, see you in 3 months when you get done with it.
I don't know if that's going to be 3 months.
more than that, I guess.
Yeah, 2 days,
clearly-
3 days.
Maybe.
I don't know. You got out of farming sim pretty quickly.
What are you talking about? I was playing it for like 5 hours earlier today.
And yet you abandoned Elite Dangerous, right when the system needed you to help colonize.
You mean? Whoa! No, now it's an us effort.
No, now it's a
Earlier
me and
was-
Mustang
it was
effort.
a-
Mustangs are there
my-
claiming his own system.
Earlier was my system.
Alright.
Docking
Let's
complete.
see, so
Engaging docking.
copper.
Anyways, I will talk to you guys later.
See ya, bro.
See ya.
Good night. Good night. Night, bro.
Good night.
He's trying to make me download Monster Hunter, honestly. I don't know. I got rid of the Hell Diaper because I didn't want to restart the whole thing again. I played 1 or 2 matches and that was it, I think. Didn't enjoy the game.
Alright, so that's another one done.
Hey, Acid, I think I found a good system for you.
Did you?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean a good system for me?
A good system with a lot more than you could imagine. A good name. LTT8623. However, it doesn't have any asteroids, so I think the one that you have right now is working.
You're doing a great job at selling the system.
Until no asteroids,
Cargo
yeah.
hold at maximum capacity.
I kinda wish I could add more cargo to this, but I'm pretty sure I'm maxed out. Although, I guess I don't technically need a frameship booster if it's going to be relatively close by.
Oh, you don't need it.
I don't know how many places are going to be close by or not, it's the problem.
I don't think I can jump my carrier also because there's no time slot at all. Every single time I try to jump it, no time slot. A lot of people are jumping carrier. Just trying to find a good system here. I really hope it happens, you know.
You have a good system to buy for yourself?
Yeah, just
For the
to
record,
connect,
no,
like,
I'm not
even-
trying to get Mustang to download Monster Hunter. Apparently, Sniper heard your comment before he left. So if we find a place with a decent amount of polymer, that should be about 2 trips. Ceramic composites, that'll be 2 trips. 2, 4, 5. So if I can find a place that has computer components, power generator, food cartridge, fruit and veg, and water purifiers, that should all be a 1 trip.
Landing gear retracted.
Mustang, do you ever play MMOs?
Yeah, Elite Dangerous and MMO, right?
Do you ever play games like World of Warcraft or anything?
Oh no, I have not played any of those. I want to play. I don't think Space Marine is one of MMOs, right? Is it?
No, it's more of a linear storyline.
Yeah, I want to play that one. I want to download that game, buy it, and then maybe play that one. It's really amazing that a lot of videos people say it's so fun. However, it's only 3 people in a group, which is not good.
Frameshift drive charged.
Stupid big ship. I sat there, I locked onto the area, I was about to jump, and you know it takes forever in the cutter to actually line your jump up and do it. And a big ship just decided to fly past me and restart the countdown because apparently I was frame shift locked.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Why did you ask?
What are you, what now?
Why did you ask that MMO question?
Oh, there's a beta going on this weekend for a game. Looks
what's
kind of
called?
interesting. Yes.
Did you try that Exobot again, or you just let it go? Because I really want to play that game.
I'm not actually trying it again. Have you?
I did play a couple of times, but oh my god, my teammates are just bad. We always get wiped by the second team or the third team.
I extracted a few times in it. I don't know, it
Well, maybe
every time we were playing we kept finding like random like NPC like bot controlled players.
Yeah.
Yes. I was looking and that's what I never said. It's called the Fellowship. It looks like a, well, looks like a WoW clone. Is the easiest way to describe it, at least. So what exactly are you going to be doing on this podcast, Sniper? I'm still confused. You're just going to be talking about running around smacking things with a big hammer? And what about you, Mustang? Is your plan just to park your fleet carrier over one of these systems that's selling like a ton of steel and just like buying it all and dumping it in your fleet carrier, or?
Oh yes. I wish I could just transfer them while they're inside the fleet carrier. That would have been way better, you know. But no, I have to pick them up with my ship, go to the carrier, and then drop them off there.
I feel like that's why, you know, like the cargo transportation ships are still, you still kind of need one. Well, I'm kind of surprised that the Cutter and the Type 9 are so close.
About the maneuverability, you know, the Type 9 doesn't have that, Cutter does. And the speed, Cutter is way faster than the Type 9.
The overall storage wise, like, the Cutter only holds 10 more SU more.
I mean, yeah, definitely, but even if it had 10 less than Type 9, I don't think people will just still go for the Type 9 because of how bad it is to fly it around whenever you're trying to get away with pirates or something. Not fair, man. Having a lot of loot and then get blown up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I feel like this is a lot more of a PvE kind of update compared to like a PvP event, because I mean, having people risk a lot of cargo just going back and forth. I'm curious if how many people are actually going to be in open like the next month or two. I'm sure there's some people who aren't going to care for colonization, so they probably won't even try to bother with it.
There is, actually. Where's that system?
Alright, so let's get close, see what we got here.
Docking request granted.
Well, Mustang, I started the night with over 6 billion. If I end the night with over 6 billion, then we're definitely making money.
I'm buying a fleet carrier. Right? We need a fleet carrier.
The problem is my fleet carrier is going to look ugly.
Ooh, it does. Actually, sometimes it will look so ugly that you will even ignore going to it, even if you have it. The worst is, forget about the fleet carrier how it looks. The ATC for it is there too. You won't enjoy that one either.
Inside. There we go. So I've had 17, so that's just 12. What? Well, hopefully we waited long enough for them to patch out most of like the random like Blackadder bugs from jumping, and we won't have any like random disconnects for tonight.
Scan detected.
Yeah, I just saw someone disconnect earlier too. So I think it's like a chance that you may get disconnected, but it's not as it was
Landing gear
before.
not deployed.
I think there's always kind of a chance of that anyways, though.
Yeah, there's always a chance. Yeah.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Let me jump to your system. I want to see how it looks. Obricon sector. Shenanigan.
Yeah, I'm really
1, 2, 3.
Alright, so good oxygen, that's going to be a very high amount still. Alright, so see if we can find fruit and vegetables, cartridges, power generators. Go. Computer components. Is there a place that sells all of you in one go? So the only thing is, it won't tell you how much. Just says +3. And so you need to go to Cook Gateway in Medisha.
So fancy. Okay.
Landing gear retracted.
I'm expecting 2 12-hour streams, probably knock it out. So I bet we have plenty of time, Mustang.
So, I called my fleet carrier here. However, it's gonna take 1 hour to jump.
An hour?
Yes. And I'm really sick today, so I just had my final test 2 days ago.
How'd that go?
Actually. Yo, I got 94. I could not believe that. You know, my professor was looking at me like this. How the fuck did you do that? He was really so confused, like, how the fuck did he do that? Because I was going to the library for 2 weeks just to with my other friends who already finished this course that I'm doing, and I got a lot of idea from them. They really did help a lot.
I feel like this colonization's looking at more spreadsheets than...
You put all the stuff you want to buy in a spreadsheet and then you just take it there?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Every time I buy something, I just take it off and lower the number down.
Disengaged.
There. I'm flying mentally, so I don't think I can help you with anything as of now, because my fleet carrier is about, what, 200 radius from here? And I don't think my cutter can jump that much from that range.
How much distance your cutter get?
About 20 something.
So I know some people weren't a fan of my build that I posted for the cutter. However, I forced my cutter, when it has 0 cargo in it and it's just full of, you know, like empty cargo racks, I get a 57 jump range. Which actually isn't too bad at all for this size of a ship.
It is not actually. Did you put a booster in there?
I put everything that I could yank off my exploration ship that would fit on a ship without claiming that the mass was too big, and I stowed it on this one. So I'm using the same power plant and power distributor that we use in the Phantom. Or the Mandalay, in your case.
Yeah, mine is like 20 radius. I don't think I have any boosters in there. My frameshift drive is... no, I think it's 30 radius. My frameshift drive is engineered for G5. It's the one that we got from the Titan thing.
Yeah, that's the one I'm using too.
Bring me Thargoids, man. I don't want to do this anymore.
I mean...
both Thargoids, that was way better than orbital ones. I can still kill an orbital one, however it takes time, you know?
It does take time, yeah.
The other night, with the swarm and stuff, oh! I can't embark. Why?
So, I mean, theoretically, this is only going to cost you 324 million credits, and on top of that, you're making some credits along the way too. So you might be making more than you're actually spending when it comes to colonizing a place. So the main thing is it's just going to take a lot of time to, you know, like grab the resources back and forth. And I don't know, even though you're part of like my team right now, are you actually even able to contribute to the thing for me?
Oh, definitely, man. Everybody can do it. Like every single person that comes to this system, they can just whatever they want, they can drop it too.
Oh.
People on the stream, if they want to join, they can help too. Everybody can help. It's not just the people on your team.
Huh. And honestly, I thought it was just a solo thing. I didn't even know you could actually have people help.
Nah. Everybody can help. So let's say that the 20,000 one, which is the 20, yeah, they still. Let's say about you have 6 people helping you. Everybody does about 758. So that's about how much is it? I think it's about 10,000.
Maybe about more than
4,000, yeah.
10, probably 15 trips total.
With how many people? 6 people?
Yeah, with 6 people. Roughly, because I mean, it kind of rounded up some, but let's say each person's able to move 1,000, which they're not able to, but still. I don't know.
750.
Probably
so for
20
one
trips.
person, I think for one person is going to be about that's like 23 bits just to fill that one out.
Scan detected.
Yeah.
Access
You did most
granted.
of them,
Set
though.
down
You
on
did the
landing
copper,
pad
you did the
090.
vegetable, you did the little ones,
You know.
power generators. Of
Oh,
course,
that's
I
right. You can see on the
the
map.
yeah, I can see them.
Scan
That's why I
detected.
said people can whatever they have.
Well, as long as I don't do something dumb and accidentally get a crime stat and have to find an interstellar factor, I feel like that's going to be my biggest enemy tonight.
Guess what? Unless you kill someone, I don't think you will get a crime. If you get a fine, you can just pay it in the same station. It's not a big deal. However, whenever you are boosting out of a mail slot and you hit someone and they die right away, you let the coin go.
I made a little
And it's
ship this time. Surely they won't die from impact, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go to my fleet carrier and then there's a system close by where I can buy the commodities. I will just put them in my fleet carrier and then I will jump here. Then put them in your fleet carrier after that. Or maybe sell it to you so you don't have to go from another system to another system. I mean, if you want to help for the lowest price, like 500.
What are you
That's
talking
the
about
only way
buying?
you can get commodities from a fleet carrier.
Alright, so 232 food cartridges, that's done.
So what do you want me to bring? I think I can do the steel. I can do the big ones.
Oh, yeah, if you can help me with the big ones, that'll help out a ton.
Yeah, I will go to my carrier. There's a system close by. That's why I come to my carrier over there, because there was a system like 5 ladies that was close to this one.
It's kind of why I
wanted to
like
buy
this
the commodities
area.
from.
It's so close to like all really like major cities that it seems like there's a lot of resources relatively close by. Like, I'm not really having to go too far to get anything yet.
What is, man? Bumping to my carrier.
And so we need fruits and vegetables still.
Fruit and vegetable?
Yeah, it wants me to buy fruits and vegetables, which I don't even think they sell here. Computer components, we got that, 198. So we can get that one done. So that leaves ceramic, polymer, power generators, and fruits and vegetables. Need 62 of you. that off the list. I don't even know what category of fruits and vegetables would be under. I'm guessing that'd be under food, and obviously it's just not here. Thought it would have everything though.
Could check in Nara?
161. Just enough. What now?
I think you should check in Nara. Nara is way actually good. Or maybe you can use the in-game system commodity. That's more accurate, you know?
Oh, I've been using an R to find where to go. I tried to do it a little bit tricky, and I wanted just to buy like 20 different commodities at one place, so I was hoping that it would be able to like find a place with everything at one stop. And I admit it was a little bit of a crazy idea. It kind of worked, but you know, not the best yet. Alright, so onion. So that'll be able to knock out most of the bottom list here, and then just slowly work our way up. I mean, so far it's been an hour. Got majority of the bottom half done.
Landing gear
No,
retracted.
you need to say it again. And you did only what percentage?
Well, of 19
1%.
commodities, like, are you doing it based on the amount of total, or you talking?
Not the amount of total. Yeah, definitely the more amount of total and the timer you have.
Well, so far we got I think like 7 or 8 commodities done. There's 19 total different commodities. However, as you've seen on the list, there's some that are up there when it comes to resources time. I'm just doing the ones without like the huge time sink, and then the time sink is going to be later on in the night.
The CMM is the hardest to find. People have been buying that one even if they don't need it. They'll just put in the fleet carriers in case they want to colonize another system.
Yeah, I saw that.
Frameshift drive charging.
Although good news is we're on kind of like a random time of the night, so hopefully this time we'd be able to, you know, skirt around the resource-wise and it'll be in stock.
Alright, got it. What I will do is I will put whatever I can in my fleet carrier, and then I will make the token only friendly, and then I will jump it to wherever in the system you are in now. It's going to take at least 1 hour though.
You can just sell it to the station if you want to.
Yeah, I could do that too, but if I have about 20,000 something, you know, I definitely need help moving it, right?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. How much is like a bare bones like tax on a fleet carrier?
It's 5,000 sharp, nothing, 00000. You know? With no tax, nothing, it's just 5,000. And the funny thing is, whenever you get rid of it and then whenever you decommission it, I think they will give you back like 4,800,000 something. So weird.
Which is fleet carrier normally, isn't that 6 billion?
5 billion.
5 billion,
No, 5
okay.
billion. Expensive, yeah. 5 billion is a lot of money for a fleet carrier. Which literally doesn't do anything. You can fly it, you can jump it around.
I mean, I
And
feel like this
manually
update's
fly.
like the biggest reason to have a fleet carrier.
Maybe that's what they wanted people to have. To people that have lead carriers to make system. I think they did it because they thought people will be helping each other. However, every single person wants to make their own system, even if they are in a squadron. So weird.
I did notice that. So, am I basically the system architect? Is that how this update's running? I'm understanding it correctly?
Yeah. So whenever you finish that system, what happens is that system will be the same as any other system in the game. It will operate as any other system in the game. However, you will only be the architect. Whenever somebody goes to the system, and they click on the system, and then they go to the, whenever they go to the galaxy map, and they click on the system, and then they go to the system map, they can see your name on top as a architect. That's the only difference. Everything else will be just the same.
I noticed that in Frontier Unlocked, the guy was like, "Oh yeah, it's super cheap and it's about 5,000 ARC. That's easy to come to rename your station. That's a lot of ARC for me. I probably will though, just because I assume the random names aren't going to be anything that I think is cool, unless it goes off of your name in game. That'd be really cool if it automatically tries to like match with it, but I doubt it.
I believe people will just name one big system, one big station. I mean, the rest already have names. You don't need to name the whole thing. You spend a lot of arcs for that, just to name the whole station.
Warning, you are not permitted within this area. This is a restricted zone.
That makes sense a lot more.
Scan detected.
And then that you make that one the main station of the whole
Request
system.
denied. Access denied.
I will do that if I get a good system though. I will just rename one.
Permission authorized. Please head directly for Bay 40.
So I'm noticing that the cutter is just fast enoughly slow that when I forget to call ATC, this thing's slow enough that it's able to reverse in time to not get a ticket, and not fast enough to go into the station and get a ticket where I can't reverse out.
So you forget how to... Oh god, come on man. You better than this.
Do you know how many times I forget to call ATC? I just like automatically fly in the mail slot and it's like, "Morning, Commander, you're flying restricted space." Then they give you like 2 minutes to back out, then they give you tickets like in the first like 5 seconds.
Criminal, give him a ticket.
That's exactly how it is.
So I don't know, what do you... I think I will start with the steel. Is that okay? You're already buying steel?
I don't know, yeah, you can start with steel. I'm getting all of like the bottom end stuff.
Services are at your disposal.
So if you look in Discord for the helpful links, if you have, I think it's Adobe Reader, you should be able to see like the top commodities there, and it's all listed in the spreadsheet.
Will I get the reimbursement for this?
What?
Reimbursement?
Reimbursement?
Yeah. No?
Yes, I'll help you kill some Thargoids.
That's not what I mean. I mean, whenever I buy this, I will sell them to you for above the galactic upgrade. If it is 5,000 that I'm buying it for, I will sell it to you for 6,000. Fair?
Honestly, next time I'm back at the fleet carrier, I can see what they're buying, because I think I might still get a profit from it. Alright, so 144. Which so far I noticed that the galactic average has been wrong about the prices in every single spot.
I really
Once
don't
again,
like
I'm not disappointed for her, but scratch that off the list, so you're done.
I really do not like flying the cutter, bro. This thing is so heavy. Even if you slow down, it's gonna take a lot of time to slow down. Look at this.
Well,
Just going sideways somehow, and I'm trying to slow down.
I'm at the point to where I only have 17 space in my cargo, and I'm not going to go for it. So I'll just take 2 trips. This is fine. Place I'm currently at doesn't sell ceramics or polymers, so there's no way for us to actually take advantage of where we're at currently. So the superconductors, that's another one that should be relatively easy to grab. So you know how I was telling you about, like, yeah, my goal is to get like a quarter of the way done with the night. So I actually had it listed on the spreadsheet how much storage space you would need just for the resources that were under 1 million. You just have to move 4,305 tons worth of cargo. Now, the over 1 million, that's where it balloons up some, so you have to move 66,618.
Yeah, I told you that's not possible. You said no, we can do it.
Landing restraints lifted. Moderate.
We can do it.
Let's switch to Outpost. Outpost, the highest that you will need to bring will be 4,000, 5,000. The rest will be 33, 45, about 100. I think the highest ones will be the steel, the CMM, the aluminum. I think that's all. That's it. And then the liquid something. I forgot that.
Liquid oxygen.
Yeah, that's the only one that will be the highest because there will be. I think the liquid oxygen will be 1,700. The aluminum about 3,000. The steel probably 4,000, 5,000.
Based on the total purchase requirements on MSRP, it goes steel, CMM composite, titanium, aluminum, liquid oxygen, insulating membrane, superconductors, and then water. I could have bought some water here. Oh well. I feel like though, if we knock out the steel tonight and maybe like halfway through the CMM composite, if we manage to find that amount, I think that'll actually put us in a pretty decent spot.
So one of the things that you need is 60,000, right? Commodities. Just one of them.
No. That was for total. You need 20,000 steel, 13,000 composites.
The aluminum only have 1 million. And then another 2 million steel. Need titanium?
We do, yeah. 12,116.
Oh god, that's a lot. Military grade fabric is, I don't think we will need that.
No, that's not a list.
Liquid oxygen here, 180,000 here.
Hold on. I just need 4,376.
You just need that?
Yeah. I bought some liquid oxygen already.
No. Just. You make it look like it's nothing.
It is nothing.
I think we should get that. I mean, 700, right? The ship that we have. It should be about 1,000. And no, I hit the station dying. I can't fly this thing for nothing.
Honestly, I don't mind the cutter. I think it's kind of enjoyable.
Got my pots still. Let's go.
Pretty sure I didn't buy the superconductors earlier. I can't remember which one I bought. Once we get over to our ship, we'll see what we need. That is another one that's on more the expensive end, but everything I listed is based on like what they were saying is the in-game price, but it seems to be much cheaper than the Galactic average currently. I realized the ship would be buying for more than you could actually like get in game. So you found a place selling 20,000 steel Mustang?
They have more than 20,000. They have about 2 million.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That would be hard to find that amount. Nice.
And the good thing is it's an orbital station, not a onboard.
Kind of curious to see like how many people are mining out the resources versus how many people are just like, ah, I'll just buy it.
I mean, nobody's going to mine 20,000 aluminum.
Honestly.
I really don't think nobody does that. It's just nonsense, man.
That was my original plan.
Oh god. Who stopped you? Let me guess. Sniper stopped you. He was so confused.
It was someone in the comments was like, oh, you did the math wrong in the first video, which I did do that because I read it as total instead of per unit. And then like, yeah, it's like you need a little bit over $1 billion for it. So today I sat down and like did all the math for it. Based on what the carrier is buying at is what I have like the price is set to, and it's only 376 million per, I guess, tier 2 system, tier 3, whatever you want to call it. Which I say only, but that's much cheaper than a fleet carrier.
Hey, fleet carrier, that's expensive. 5 billion.
Hello,
Why are you
how you up to tonight? I'm going to crash. Don't go that way.
You know what I need? I really need to get a Super Cruise assist for the thing. It's so annoying.
Super Cruise assist. You said you always rip it out. Hey, Craig.
Yep, I'm gonna put my Super Cruise assist here, so it can land itself while I just relax, eat and drink, you know?
Taking damage. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Like a valid for the night. Nice, Elite. You'll have to let me know how that game is. Let's see here. You know what? Good news is, Mustang. According to the chart, we are at 3%.
3%?
3%, yep.
Sounds good.
It's a
About
polymer.
758, 762 still. So I think I can do up to 4,000 for the night. Maybe 3,000? I don't know.
Said you're getting off earlier tonight too?
Yeah, I have to go to Graph like 9 AM tomorrow. I'm supposed to be there at like 9:30. So I basically just wake up like 8 o'clock, get ready, and then I leave. It's going to be a week of busy for me next week, and maybe after next week. Whole month basically. Next month, all of it.
I don't have anonymous access. What? I don't even know what I got my fine for. Huh.
Just pay the fine, bro. I think you always know why you get it. You forgot to dock again? To request a docking? Oh my god, come on.
I don't know what I did that time. I didn't even notice that I had the anonymous thing until it was too late. Alright, anyways, hold on. Polymer. Linka. No, Linka's too infant. Linka.
No, you have a fine, right? You can just pay the fine on the station. Just go to the administrative. And then
This
pay
fleet
right there.
carrier doesn't have a station.
right. Yeah, yeah. Maybe the same system has a station. Wait, is that the old fleet carrier, the system colonization one?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're going to be a proper space cadet, you have to do something like that. I mean, it says go to hangar. I don't know, I'm helping out these nerds, mainly because it's close to the platinum spot. I don't believe in the Free Space Rangers. They failed me in Starfield, and I'm not surprised that they're failing me in Elite Dangerous.
Landing gear retracted.
Well, we became an honorary ranger, so you think they would give us a little bit of credit. Ah, that's what it was. This is a big ship. Apparently they got a fine for loitering around the pad a little bit too long, Mustang. Ship are you in? I am in the cutter.
Scan detected.
Which we're supposed to have a skin for this, so I don't know where the skin went. I'll have to look into that. It's a nice ship, though. A little on the large side.
Frameshift drive charging.
My favorite ship in the game? Well, honestly, Cray, it is currently my favorite ship because I need to haul a lot of cargo, and this is, well, the best one.
4, 3.
Well, it kind of... I mean, it's not like a huge leap ahead of the Type 9. It was very close. Oh, Mustang. What? You said you have a 40 series or 50 series card?
Fuel scooping.
Oh, 40. 48.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Okay, so you're still good. I was going
why?
to say, there's a
I
lot
had to
of...
update it today. I saw the update, if that's the case. Was
Well,
there something else I need to know?
The 50 series, apparently there's a lot of them missing, like, components that are being sent out to other people.
What?
Yeah, it's like, apparently it's gone all the way back to, I think it's the 4070 that was affected or something like that. Also, did you see the new ship that's going to be added in April? Yeah, the Corsair. It actually looks pretty cool. I think that it would be a little bit better if it was like moved forward a little bit for the cockpit wise, or maybe if it was
Yeah,
like
that
lowered
thing
down
looks
some, because it's
beautiful.
got like a little bit of a 2K in the neck.
It looks beautiful though. It's unique. I've never seen a ship like that in the game before.
And I'm curious where it's actually going to fit. Like, we'll have to, once we get our hands on it to see like the actual like different mounts and stuff, we'll be able to see more what it's useful for. I know it has a size 7 thruster though, so it should be pretty fast. Most likely going to get it. Whenever we are able to show it off, Cray, I should be able to get some earlier gameplay footage of it. That way you can see what all the Corsair is able to do. Guantanama is my favorite ship maker since it's a Guantanama. Alright, so we'll see if Strelakov Dock will actually take my money and get rid of my fine for being slow at the pad. Ah, okay. That's why people were saying if it was going to be Imperial reputation or not. That makes sense.
Alright, I just had to pop in to tell you because you were butchering it. It's Gudamaya.
Guantanama. Got it.
Gudamaya. Yeah, no. It's the Gudamaya. Like, flying that ship, you should know that name because they always say Gudamaya, whatever the first 3 letters of your pilot's name are, you're clear to land, yada yada. And and I love the name Gudamaya. I love the Imperial line of ships, and this looks like an Imperial ship, but with a completely redesigned, like main aeroframe. Like it looks so good. So.
Great. I think Falcon the Lazy sounds way better than Gudamaya, honestly.
Nah. Gudamaya. Gudamaya.
Falcon the
Gray,
Lazy.
what are you expecting with this new Corsair? Are you wanting it to be like? It sounded like they were just saying it was a jack of all trades, and then everyone in chat was like, "Oh, it's immediately a pirate ship." And
I think it's gonna be the Clipper, but actually useful in multiple things.
Access authorized. Cleared for landing on pad.
Like, you know, it goes the courier, or no, does it go the Clipper, then the courier, then the cutter? Whatever the middle grade ship is they have, it's basically going to be that, but better. In like every way.
So you think it's going to be a landlocked? I don't think so, right?
Scan detected.
I mean, it's got the classic Gudamaya engine sticking way out the side styling, and I think it's going to be basically, because it's supposed to be a small medium ship, so it's going to be like
it's a medium ship.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a medium size, but
Heavy
then
traffic
a
ahead,
smaller
Commander.
medium
Fly
size.
safety.
But I think it's basically going to be like the mid-sized of the Imperial line, but it's actually going to be useful for many different things. Because they're saying it's like a jack of all trades.
And it comes with a size 7 thruster.
Look, if it has good jump range, decent hardpoint selection, and an okay internal, then like, you know, internal like cargo and stuff, then yeah, it's a jack of all trades, and I'm gonna love it. Like all the other ships, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna pay money for this early, but when they announced a new Gudamaya and it has that engine on the side style, I'm like, alright, done, take my money.
So that's all they had to do.
Yeah, it's my favorite ship.
You are most welcome,
Nothing
Commander.
else has this style. The closest thing is the, I forget the name of the Mamba. The Mamba's the other ship that 100% I love this styling of.
I call the Mamba a space Ferrari.
No. The Mamba is the space battering ram, okay?
I just call it space Ferrari because it looks like a luxury sports car.
But it's a perfect battering ram. I've seen so many people make like ramming builds of that, where they just have so much shield on the ship that they kill you by ramming you over and over again. The stupidest build, but I love it so much. Anyway, I'm gonna keep watching your stream and I'm gonna leave now because my boyfriend's in my Discord. Bye bye.
See you later. Alright, 760 polymer.
750 what? Is that all you need? You already
No,
finished that or you still need more?
I need more.
How much do you need for that volume? I think 3,000, 4,000?
1192. I mean, honestly, it's not too bad. A lot of the lower end stuff, for the most part, should be quickly.
Yeah, actually, it's very good. Better.
Just whenever we get to... Actually, I'd say like the top 5 commodities are going to be the pain in the butt. The rest aren't going to be that bad.
Landing gear
It won't be, however, I still think you should switch from the system that you're using now. I mean the station to the office.
Last thing I want to do is take away my claim, but then someone sits there and grabs it immediately. Because I don't know if there's like some weird like hour-long like wait between or how that actually works.
I did unclimb one system. I was climbing it because they had 1 star, and I decided, you know what, let's unclimb this, and then I climbed the next one. However, whenever you unclimb it, there will be a timer. Like, still the timer will be still there, you know, and then you can climb it right back again. However, you have to do like whenever you climb it again, you need to super cruise to the system and then jump back again and then jump back to the system again, and then you can put your thing again, the beacon, and the current carrier will leave, another one will come in. That's what I did. You know what? Let's continue with this. I think we can do it.
Oh, most definitely can. Yeah.
Yeah. I already have what? I have like 3,000 now. Out of that 4,000, almost like 2,300 now. The three. All I have to do is just transfer the whole thing to my fleet carrier. Yeah, like 2,500. That's 20,000 minus.
So there's a jump range that I have with this cutter. The only downside is you could probably get away with a little bit better power distribution unit. Mine is not even able to do the SEO, even with the SEO on drive.
The power distributor, I think all it does is whenever you are boosting or have a shield generator and stuff like that.
That's what I mean. I can't boost with it.
Oh, you need this power distributor.
So a slightly better one than what we have in our exploration ships is probably what we need to, if you're just trying to build the cutter for cargo hauling. Which I guess with this newest update probably is pretty essential.
I mean, what kind of jump do you need? How much do you need from where you are to the system you're going to? Is it
exactly. I didn't know how far things would be, so I wanted like the maximum amount of range. Because I know whenever we're full, it should be much smaller jump range too, right?
Yeah, so you can put a good...
Yeah, current 39. Which is still kind of overkill on the cutter. Because I know it... I mean, that's not too bad at all though. 39 still with a full cargo hold. That'll at least allow like some leeway when it comes to like going to other systems that are out of resources. Which I think the composite is going to be the hardest one for us.
The steel, the aluminum, CMM is more than, it's way harder, yeah. Aluminum is just more. I think there's stations that sell more than like they have in suppliers in 2 million, 3 million for the aluminum. CMM, the highest one I saw was 500. So that's the hardest one to come across or to find from anywhere.
500. If that's the case where 500's like the average, I am kind of debating setting up a medium ship for that then, because you should be able to be a little bit faster. And if it's only going to be 500, you can just go there, grab it, sell, go there, grab it, sell. These one with larger commodities, obviously the larger ships are able just to grab all the stuff for you anyways. You don't really need to do anything extra. So that might be the right way to do it.
I have a problem here.
What is your problem?
So the system that I'm buying the commodities is controlled by the Empire, and it's a stronghold system. So they have this power security. Whenever I'm close to the station, they always attack me. I just go inside the station without getting an eye on them. They don't do anything, by the way.
That is one thing that's kind of annoying about power play. I hate that, like, randomly, oh, you're part of this group. Nope. Kill on sight.
They don't do any damage, however. It's just like, I go inside the station when I'm like 92 button, because I'm not using any shield. So what I did now is, I put two 5D house on my castle. So I believe they won't be doing anything at this time.
Wait a minute, you're not even maxed out for storage?
Oh, it's fine. 758. That's the max I can get, right?
578?
Yeah.
On the cutter?
Yeah. So what is yours?
760.
Yeah, because you don't have the super cruise, right? I put the super cruise right now.
I don't
So
have
that's
super
like-
cruise. I don't have any hull upgrades. I'm literally just all cargo.
Yeah, but you can, let's say, two slots that are military slots where you cannot put anything, so I just put 5D.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that would work. Weighs you down some, though.
We have not counted that far, right? The system jumping to is like 11 maybe.
Yeah, I mean, so far everything's been relatively close. I feel like the fleet carrier would be a lot more essential if you're in like one of those random places like out in the middle of nowhere. For now though, since everyone's having to do it next to the bubble, it's not too bad. But it's definitely going to be a huge... it's going to be a thing whenever you're like... I bet we're going to need to have 4 of us to have fleet carriers all getting material once you go like super far out of the bubble trying to colonize a place.
Definitely, because one fleet carrier can only take what, 25,000? So if you need about 20,000 for one commodity, that's like, yeah,
Hull
you need more
integrity
fleet carriers.
compromised. Taking damage. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Oh, at least we got a super cruise assist. Now we can rest.
Yeah, more fleet carriers, Greg.
What will you name your first station? Jurassic Kingdom? I vote for that. and make it like a tourism. And make it tourism station, so it will have a lot of like green trees inside it. Beautiful, you know. So that looks like a forest.
That sounds like a lot of art.
It does sound like a lot of art, but you'll get a lot of people coming to your station too. Hey, they
Find your
also
fleet
said you
carrier
got
yet?
money.
I have not actually got one yet, Craig.
All right, Craig, he has the money to buy a fleet carrier, but he does not want to. Somehow he's scared to buy it.
I'm not scared to buy it. Oh my god, there's some random names in this place. Marriott plant? Marriott. Why am I not seeing plant? Is that place removed? Alright, fine. What about Clark? Clark Terminal. Yes, they do, and Ass plays enough to afford it. So, depending on how much extra components you have on your fleet carrier determines what your monthly fee is. I think the bare bones model Mustang sends like 5,000 and maxed out's what, 30,000? Or 30 million rather? Isn't it something like that, Mustang?
Yeah, it's like the max out is the 32 something. And the minimum with no repair rearm will be close to 86 million. If you add repair rearm and refuel, that will be close to 8 million. And that's not a big or bad thing, right?
Alright, fine.
I will recommend you to buy a fleet carrier, bro. I really do.
I mean, the plan is to buy a fleet carrier.
You have already 6 billion.
Well, people told me I needed 8 billion, and, well, I've been at
I
6
already have
billion
a
for
fleet
quite a
carrier,
while.
I'm telling you. You can buy it.
Hey, thanks for following. Usually
since
we
they are
have
adding
face
this-
cam on, but tonight's going to be a lot of spreadsheets trying to like figure everything out. So rather than me staring off in the distance every few seconds, tonight we're going without face cams.
Landing gear retracted.
Although I am really curious, Cray. One of the channel redeems is like a Nick Cage like text to speech thing, so I'm curious to see if he pronounces your ship name my way or your way. I'm pretty sure it's Guantanamo. It sounds cooler. Let's see. So Clark Terminal is probably the best. Oh, it's actually a lot closer too. Nice.
Frameshift drive charging.
And if Colony Update actually will earn you enough to cover a fleet carrier cost, I will end up going for it since all I will need to do is move funds so often. That is a good point, Cray. I am curious if this is going to give you like residual like passive income or how they're actually handling that part. I have no clue if that was a compliment or insult that someone just left me on a video. Let's see.
So my carrier, my kata, it has about 760. Same as you, I think. I thought it was 758 because I removed the one size 1 cargo head. The bottom is still 760. I don't understand how this works. I'm confused. Help me out here, bro.
Well, I have a fuel scoop.
Oh, I don't know why you didn't feel so.
Because I don't know how far out that I gotta go to these random places out in the middle of nowhere, so I feel like having a fuel scoop makes a lot more sense. And I'm noticing something else that I did not factor in when it comes to the amount of time it takes to get the resources Mustang. All of it was assuming that you were going to station or systems that you've already discovered.
Mm-hmm.
I found a place that I have not actually discovered yet, so I don't know where any of the ground ports
are. You mean the system that you are colonizing already now, or you're going to another system to buy stuff?
Another system to buy stuff.
Or you can check the ground ports from the left panel.
Yeah, but you have to have it mapped on the FSS to actually have that location.
Oh shit, you're right. Also, you can go to the system map and then go to each board and then zoom it out and then just go to the station manually and then click on it. It will tell you the name of it. Without having to.
That's when it's cool, but I was sold on the fact that it would name the system architect. Honestly, that was really cool too. I don't know if we're going to be able to name like the actual like star system itself, but you can definitely name the star port. Mustang's wanting to name the whole star.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's the reason why I do not want to colonize now until they say, you know what, you can name the system too. When they do that, then I will start colonizing. But other than that, well, this is not colonizing. This is just, hey, you can build a station here. That's it.
I mean, you can put your name on it.
What? The system? No, you can't change the system now.
Well, on your station.
Yeah, that's nothing though. If the system name is called what?
System scan
Painful
complete.
Manigan 1234. What kind of system is that? I'm gonna come back in 10 minutes, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just get someone, then drop them off and then come back.
Alright, Clark Terminal it is. What about you, Cray? Are you going to colonize a place? You got kind of lucky. I found a place with a asteroid belt. I don't think it has like anything like super crazy resource-wise, but we should be able to get cool asteroid bases. It's kind of close to where the platinum And I don't know if that's going to like funnel people in. Like, let's say that Capricorni is like not paying a good price. I'm curious if like my system would then be able to pay like the higher price for it, and then maybe more people would be more inclined to like sell over in my system. I don't know how that part will actually go yet. If it does work though, theoretically that could be funneling in a lot of the platinum people. I'm inside something. That is exactly how I am, Prince. It's like, oh, I'm around here somewhere. Originally, I'd picked a place with like an actual name to it, and then once I got to it and deployed my ship, I realized that it was only like 3 things. What was the name of the MMO beta you mentioned earlier? Hold on. Fellowship. I don't know if you want to try it with us on Sunday, maybe, Hobbs, but it looks like it's kind of cool. It looks kind of like World of Warcraft. And it's just a playtest, so you don't have to get locked into the game. But they actually have healers, they had a whole bunch of different classes in it. I don't know, it looked kind of interesting. I'm going to fly past this place, aren't I? Oh, no, it's a ground port. Ah!
Hull integrity compromised.
It's not part of the plan. Alright, so wait for a cooldown. So I'm guessing we need to have just like one size higher when it comes to our power, then we should be able to use our SEO better. I was expecting a spaceport, and then I got close to the planet, and then, you know, we're staring at Clark Terminal. Because apparently, Mr. Clark doesn't like being in space. I'll put you to priority. Works. I mean, technically that's still powered. Life support. That's 4. Cargo hatch. We don't want to mess with the cargo. Sensors. We don't really need sensors, so we'll put that on 4 as well.
Scan detected. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3.
Joke's on you. We're empty.
Orbital flight engaged.
We're going to go get on SC? Be careful, Cray. They're supposed to have an update out relatively soon. We don't know exactly like the release date of it, but if you're planning on getting on, make sure you like deposit all of your components at the end of the night, just in case. That way you don't lose everything. Yeah, 4.02 is on the horizon. Really? Still in... Alright, so it looks like the ground ports are definitely going to be something that we might have to avoid since we don't currently have an SEO working properly. That's fine though. This should get us the rest of the polymer. We only need 432, and we can focus on ceramics. Keep up with it, but we'll most likely lose all of those. I'm kind of curious what good progress would be considered. And I feel like as long as we get to like 25% in one night, I think that's doing decent. Alright, so we got 2 minutes 45 seconds. Still working on getting some stuff done. It found a pretty cool application that I believe, like these space games where you're like jumping around a bunch and not much is going on the screen, people should be able to do like a little cool like dungeon mode to play. So like an old school like Zelda or something. Alright, so minute 45.
Gutamaya, Charlie, Romeo, Echo, welcome, Commander. Submit a docking request before entering the port.
Touch grass. No, no, no. It's dark outside. Or try to get good. By the way, Cray, do you have it set so your flight stick has a longer cable than what it comes with? Or do you just use the default? I was thinking about buying a larger cable, but I didn't really see them on sale too often. The coax cable in the back of your flight stick, do you just have the stock one, or did you buy a longer cable? X52.
Your current flight path. Permission granted. Plot route for approach to landing pad 11.
It's the SATEC edition, so it's quite a bit older. Yeah, it's like a 6-7 plug system.
Reduce speed to 100.
Ooh. Yeah, this is before USB was popping off. This actually uses like an analog plug.
Hull integrity compromised.
The X56, and it's just the USB on out the back. Oh, nice. Yeah, so the actual cord to like plug into like the Odyssey, for example, that cable there, not the one going to the computer. There we go.
You're on the deck, clear to disembark. Enjoy your...
I mean, that one still works, doesn't it? Alright, so polymer. So you 432. Alright, so that means polymer is officially done. The question is, do we grab the CBM composite while we're here, knowing that that's a rare commodity? Or we could sit there and knock another thing out, because I believe superconductors just need 388, and we could also knock that one off the list. Do I not have a large enough cargo hold? Huh. Let's see. That's not part of the list. Yeah, so let's just grab the composites then. So that'll be 328, and then we can come back later on for the rest of the stuff.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Did all my numbers, soloing all the big ones is going to be rough. Which science station did you try to build, Prince? So the vertical order will have the XLR cable, but my X56 cannot be plugged from the back of the stick base. Ah, that's what it was. Yeah, the XLR cable. I couldn't remember the name for it. Alright, we're repaired. We got fuel. We should be good.
Ship restraints disengaged. Your way is clear for departure.
Landing gear retracted.
Nice, that's what we're going with too. Alright, so you can scratch polymer off the list. That means just the ceramic composites, which will take 2 trips. That'll be it for the lower end resources, and then we'll probably try to get the superconductors.
Restrictions lifted. Traffic operations out.
I'm trying to think of the most efficient route for this, but really, I mean, superconductors are the only ones that are kind of cheap and
Frameshift drive charging.
aren't going to be like a huge commodity. Everything else is going to take at least 2 trips. Although if we can find a place with like the insulating membranes and water, we could grab those 2 at the same time, because the membrane is 838, so that'll be 2 trips in that one. The second trip will only be about 100 or so. Hey, thanks so much for following. Hey, thanks so much for following. I appreciate it. Trying to like figure out the most optimal route for us to actually get some decent progress in our station over here.
Fuel tank disengaged.
Alright, so let's see. So let's go back over to you. So now someone said beforehand it would take them about 20 hours to get everything done. Obviously that's, I assume, without a fleet carrier. Having a fleet carrier should at least be able to give us a little bit more of an advantage. Well, Mustang's here at least. You know, now that stream bots actually calls out whenever people follow, I probably should turn off the stream elements one. I'll have that set up for next time. Didn't think about that. Let's see. Alright, so 1348, so that's definitely going to take 2 trips. Though if we can get to a place where we get like another CMM deposit, I feel like we could sort of take advantage of that on the way back, just like we're doing with the polymer. And just like grab that for extra storage, so that's going to be a harder one to find. We're not going 75, so we're going to fly past it. Which means so far we almost moved 4,000. I am by Caster, and it hasn't been horrible, just a little slow because of the T9, but most stations have only a few jumps away at most. Nice! Yeah, I was looking the Type 9 versus the Cutter. I mean, honestly, we just have like a slight advantage when it comes to storage over the Type 9. And I guess technically the Cutter is a little bit faster. Both of them are very sluggish though. That's why I'm kind of curious if the new Corsair is going to be like a huge like bridge between like a large and medium ship being able to have the size 7 thruster. It might actually have a huge advantage when it comes to speed. It just depends on how much it can actually hold. Yeah, that'd be cool. Especially if it's able to like land at some of these other places. Like, there's a lot of really good deals that you just can't get to with the Cutter and the Type 9 just because they're a large ship. Saving your arc for that one? Nice. Whenever they give us access to it, we should be able to have a little bit more of a early look at it, which we'll be able to post on YouTube to show off the Corsair and see like what kind of hard points and everything it has. On my ship, in is invalid request, I guess. It just works.
Docking request granted.
Pad number 7. I will say, it is kind of crazy the amount of resources that this stuff requires. So it'd be interesting to see like how many people actually start it and then see the resource costs and they're just like, nah, I'm good. Or if it's going to be something where people really enjoy and it's going to like keep on like progressing out to like further into the unknown. So I assume as we do this, it's also going to like change how the game operates, because once the bubble like expands out further, so that's going to like push like more valuable stuff like further out into the unknown. And if we're going to be able to like colonize the Thargoid area, for example, that'd be cool. You make money doing it apparently since they pay higher than the galactic average. Yeah, so far we're actually making money, and we're at 5% progress. It only took us 2 hours. Titanium's going to be a long one, water is going to be a pain. This is the rarest commodity though, the CMM composite. The rest of it should relatively be easy to like track down. This is going to be the hardest one though, because it looks like it's about 500 at a time. Alright, so hold on, so we don't need polymer anymore. Alright, so we just need composite, so let's do, yeah. So we're going to have a full cargo bay of composites first off. Huh. So ceramic composites are only on ground ports. Sounds like free real estate? I mean, honestly, so far it seems to be going that way. I don't know if it's going to be the same when it comes to like the later on commodities. Is there a way to set up so it's only searching for... Alright, yeah. So it looks like we're just gonna have to go back to the same system we came from. Let's see, so we want to do, let's see. Maybe time it on, right? Old 285 sector JO.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
The good news is we know that the rest of the CMM is here technically, so we could grab that, max it out, and then grab the rest of the ceramics on one trip. So I should have about 200 or so roughly that I can stow away in this trip to be 2 at a time. 1520 is my max storage, and then when it comes to that commodity, it was 1300 that I needed. Yeah, so we need 1348. So that leaves 172 available.
Frameshift drive charging.
If we're doing it in 2 trips. So if we get 172 of the composite, then that'll actually help us out a decent amount. Assume that they still have that much left. I don't know how much we actually bought in that last one. I think it was like 200 or 300. Alright, so let's do this all over again. It looks like it's going to slow us down a little bit though, since we are having to go down to ground port. Although if we hit it properly, we won't really need our SEO, so we just have to come in a better angle. Now, I'll double check, is Clark still the best one? Yeah. So we can buy 172 CMM, rest be the ceramics, then we do another trip, buy full ceramics, and that should be done with this area. Then hopefully we can buy CMM at like a spaceport. You're going way too fast. We're going to fly past this place yet again. Alright, circle back around. Now, one thing I will say, I feel like the cutter would look really cool being like painted like a chromish red. I think that would look really nice. Alright, so this time, the goal is try to get down to the planet a little bit faster. And like I said, the goal here hopefully is going to be to stay inside of spaceports. Did you see the Love Struck SC paints? I did, Gray. I didn't buy any, but I saw them. I got the purple, like, Headhunter skin. Although, we were debating on it on Monday. We might try to do the, I think it's part 4 of Save Stanton, or Save Pyro, whatever it is. We might try to do that. I think one of the options is either Junktown or Industrial. So I'm not sure which one we're going to be doing on Monday. The one for the Zeus and the one for the CO Hover Quad. think I've ever seen you in the CO hover quad. Not entirely sure why, or if that's just a coincidence with the stars. But that station actually has like a decent amount of light put out on this very dark planet, so that's actually pretty nice to like locate it. We should be going slow enough to ensure cruise assist. A minute now. There we go. Much better entry this time around. They are chrome pink / purple. Nice. Yeah, the Headhunter event in the last one was also like a chromish purple. Of the options, I thought it looked the most unique. And a lot of like matte red stuff, which I don't know. I'm not really into matte colors. They don't really look that nice in my opinion.
Antonia, Charlie, Romeo, Echo, welcome, Commander. Port facilities are at your disposal. Approval granted. Land on designated pad number 11.
Land on pad number 11. There's number 7. Alright, there we go. 11 is reverse, everybody else.
Descent to flight level 300.
Landing gear deployed. Taking damage.
Slightly rough landing, but it's fine. I don't even know how much the cutter is whenever you blow it up. Alright, so we can get some repairs, we can get, not use commodities, so 172 of CVM. Oh, it restocks instantly. Because we just bought some stuff from this beforehand, so it shouldn't be full. So that's going to be interesting.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, man, I just came back.
I can tell.
Yep, I was so busy now. I think I will do more 3 runnings and then I will leave you to it, bro.
At maximum capacity.
Already?
Yes, sir.
You know, very late
It's almost
tonight.
like 11 o'clock.
Ah, you're used to staying up to like 4. You're fine.
4 for you, right? What time is it for you now?
1:30?
Yeah, I used to stay until 4 for you. So that's basically like 1 a.m. for me. Maybe 12 a.m.
So, this CMM composite, you know how you were talking about it? It's going to be a pain since it's only like 500 at a time. I had just bought like 300 something before in one of my previous trips, and it immediately restocked to 500 by the time I got back.
Engaged. Exit is clear.
Oh, that's really good. I saw some government news. They said they would increase the amount needed. Maybe they did it. I don't know. It's really good if you can just buy and then go back and then buy all the time. You don't have to wait.
Hopefully it stays that way. Could be because we're out in the middle of nowhere and no one else is buying inside of this side of the map. Like you said, what, everywhere else around me is colonized?
Yeah, that's what I saw when I came there.
Frameshift
People
drive
usually
charging.
go like, so let me guess, how much is the commodities that you're buying? How much do they have as a restock, as a supply?
They had a lot of all the other resources.
What that basically means, I think people usually go to that system then. It's a very popular system where they buy the stuff.
Or at least they had a lot of polymer and ceramics. Stuck going to a ground port though, because this place doesn't have a spaceport apparently.
So I have about 3,500 or 3,200 or 300 if I drop this one now for the steel. And then maybe 2 more runs will be close to, I don't know, I think 4,000, 5,000.
Nice.
And then tomorrow I can do another 5,000, 6,000 maybe.
Tomorrow's
Then
another
the
early
steel
night
will
for you.
Fuel scoop
I think Saturday will
disengaged.
be good for me. I will be on longer. But you're playing another game, right? I can still do the stuff. I have no problem with that.
We'll see. All these games are coming out at the same time.
Hey, 6,000 commodities from just one guy is a lot, right?
It is, yeah.
So then, hey, we are happy, yeah?
Yeah, we're doing good.
I think definitely we can do it. Maybe in 2 weeks. Think so?
Yeah, I mean, if we're getting like 5,000 a night from you, and I'm not getting off when you're getting off, so I'm sure I'll probably knock a decent amount off too. Although I might cave in and buy a fleet carrier.
Yeah, you need a fleet carrier, man. You know what you can do is, I have an idea. I have a good idea for you. Buy the fleet carrier. Whenever you finish the system, and then just decommission it. You'll only lose about what, 200 million? They will give you back 4.8 billion.
I mean, it's not that I don't want the fleet carrier. Don't get me wrong.
No, I understand what you're saying, but that I'm giving you another option where you can buy the fleet carrier and then just decommission it whenever you're done with the system colonization thing, like you build your whole system. It will give you back what, 4.8 billion, and you only lose 200 million, and that's not a crazy amount of money for what you did, with it. Good idea, man.
The main thing is I can pay for my tax, and then
Not fleet carrier, they don't have a fleet tax. I think it's just 5 billion, that's it.
then you had to pay
And
like a
then-
monthly fee for it.
Oh, that one, yeah. You can leave it at, you don't need to, you can leave it at 6 million.
Do I still
However,
have
you
the
can-
same storage with it being bare bones?
Yes, everything's the same.
Huh.
Just do not install anything. Buy the fleet carrier,
I think it's for
drop whatever
full.
you want in there. Yeah.
I have to have a hangar bay though, don't I?
The owner will have a hangar bay and a outfitting.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. So that's default. Are you liking the new content? Well, Neil, we have an actual decent system right next to Capricorn AB, so I feel like this is probably a pretty good place to colonize since it's so close to the Platinum area. And it actually has an asteroid belt, so we should be able to get like one of the cooler like asteroid stations around too, once we get like this main system built. So I think it's pretty cool. I think a lot of the people who like PvP probably aren't going to enjoy this update since I feel like it's pushing people more towards like the PvE side of the game. Like, yeah, I feel like you'd kind of have to be kind of a little crazy to run this amount of resources around the world, unless you have a big fleet carrier. Fleet carrier would be a little bit different, but still kind of a risk. In a more populated area, I suppose out in the middle of nowhere, you have a lot less people running to you, so it wouldn't really be that big of an issue. What about you? Have you tried to colonize the system yet? The place that you claimed, Mustang, are you actually going to build it, or are you just going to let it go?
Oh no, I climbed it and then I climbed it because I don't know what to do. That's the third time I did that. Because every time I see the commodities I need to bring, I'm like, you know what, fuck this, man. I'm not doing it.
You got a big fleet carrier.
I mean, I know I have a fleet carrier, but I don't like the idea that I have to go to the station to buy them, bring them to the fleet carrier, and then go to the system that I need to go, and then do the same thing again, grab them from the fleet carrier, instead of just going to this fleet carrier colonization ship, and yeah, the colonization fleet carrier where I can just dump them off from my fleet carrier easily. But they don't allow that. You have to basically just do the same thing again. As you know, I don't like doing exploration and trading.
Hull integrity compromised.
Not my thing.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
However,
I mean,
I have a deal
you
for
have
you.
a fleet carrier, don't you, Cray?
I have a deal for you, Acid.
What is this deal?
So, if you, I will try to climb a system. I will put an outpost, small one, just so I can say, hey, I have a system here. The deal is, yeah, you put everything, you bring all the commodities, and I will pay you back all your money. Maybe 10 times more. Hey,
But one, I don't want to keep the upkeep since I barely play. So I know a lot of people that have a lot of money in this game, they just like stock their fleet carriers so it's paid for like years. What is this place again? Let's see. We'll see, Mustang. It depends how much resources it actually takes for it. And you said that's for Interstellar Factor?
Or maybe the big station. It's not going to take you more than what you have. Maybe less than what you have actually.
So I am kind of curious, like... I think I have any data on this, do I? Ooh, architect view. Select an orbital site to start a new construction or select a planet with available service sites to learn how to construct a planetary facility. By the way, Mustang, you asked me how many places I'm able to build here. So the place that I claimed, it's allowed 20 spaceports and 15 ground settlements, it looks like.
Oh yeah, I saw that earlier. I can see that too, whenever I go to your system.
Oh, you can?
No,
That's
I don't
cool.
know. Yeah.
Well, it says current
I don't know.
construction's available, so I don't know if you have to like level up your system for that. Unless that's saying like overall like total possible active sites maybe. So like I can have a total of 5, but available sites is like 35 different locations maybe.
It means maybe it could be like you could build only 5 at a time.
Oh, that's a good point too. Yeah, possibly. I know one thing I'm going to at least have inside of this asteroid field because I want to see metal rich. So I'm curious to see this whole like cool new asteroid base. Although I wish it was an ice ring. That's what we need to do, Mustang. We need to find you a place that has an ice asteroid belt.
And
That'd be really cool.
System, yeah?
What?
Like Grimex. We're gonna make that one a pirate system.
Yeah, you could do like an interstellar factor thing inside the asteroid belt with like a frozen entrance. I think that would be really cool.
And you know what I will name it?
What?
Yeah, Dreamhack. Unless they go like, you know what? No, you can't name that. I will definitely name it Dreamhack.
Grimhex, but better.
Oh, that's good. It's way good.
Hey Joshua, how's it going?
Here's me thinking that Super Cruise can give me a advanced docking with that. I have to still dock myself, which is annoying.
You could put a docking computer on, but you'll lose out on more stuff.
Oh, yeah, I know. I put the Super Cruise assist and I requested docking and then I go all the way to 0 for the speed. Like, hey, take the ship, what's going on here? And then I remember that I don't have advanced docking.
I still can't believe you used to make fun of me for using that, and yet here you are.
The thing is though, you're doing a lot of cargos and you really do not want to dock all the time by yourself.
Uh-huh. Just chilling? Sweet. Are you liking this update, Joshua? Have you gotten into colonization yet? You don't know how? Well, it takes a little bit of credits and a little bit of time. Although it looks like as long as you have like a decent amount of starting cash, you could probably actually make more money than you're spending colonizing. It's just a matter of like grabbing the resources and delivering them.
Flight engaged.
So, the architect Mustang, I'm not entirely sure where this bigger system is getting placed at, is the only thing.
How do you mean architect then?
Like this first Coriolis system, I don't know where it's actually being placed inside of.
So I think that's the main station maybe, and then if you check your system map, you can see somewhere where it says the main station something.
Gosh, so you don't have a choice for the first one. Got to
You
go
know
talk
what
to you
I
later.
told you, okay?
Alright, see you later, buddy. You what now? What do you say, Mustang?
So if you check the system map, you can see where the main boat will be, the first one, I think. And then the rest you can choose wherever you want to put them.
Charlie.
Did you see
Kind
that
of
yet?
debating.
There's a flag thing, yeah. Like,
I don't know, with the ring planet, do you think it'd be better to have a major starport next to the ring? That way for like larger ships to sell? Or do you think people are more used to using medium anyways?
No, I don't think the bigger. If you want trading stuff, bigger ships are there.
So I think it was, I think Sniper said like low tier diamonds or something, and Vexlight or something with a P.
Yeah, those like people mine with big ships, right? Like the Kata and stuff, and nobody wants to go to the fleet carrier to drop them off and then take a small ship to the same system and then sell them.
So that means I'm gonna have to do all these resources again for another station.
So, I mean, you could still make a small system station if you want, but you really want people to sell the same stuff in the same system. And you need to think about getting a big station. Another one.
And I'm curious if the asteroid ports are going to be big or what size they can actually be.
They are usually at Coriolis. So that's what they look like at least. They look like a Coriolis with a asteroid is on, like rocks on top. That's what they usually look like. Not that the green make it thing though.
Alright, so we officially have all of our lower tier resources complete. As I get back to the station.
You can also call it green makers in nutshell, you know? That's a good another good name for it.
I wonder if they would have a copyright issue if you just started to like steal their names.
That's why I said if they say, you know what, you can name that, it's okay. I will definitely name it. But I think they have a copyright because Space Game, right? If it was any other game, then it would understand. Space Game.
Landing gear retracted.
But and it's like a direct competitor for Star Citizen.
Yeah. They're like, hey, you can have our name there. And not even for my Axe 2 5,000 guard, free money.
Nice. Alright, so no longer mass logged. I will say the cutter does feel a little bit faster than the Type 9.
Frameshift drive charging.
So, I'm really curious. Once I get this like main spaceport, is it actually going to be... Yeah, we're doing a little bit of a grind tonight. If it's going to stay in like in the anarchy state, or if like the more you build, it like slowly progresses outside of the anarchy. Like the more like ground ports that I build, is that going to like popularize the world?
Yeah,
Nice.
definitely. Yeah, the more stuff you build in, the more people you will get into the system, security and stuff.
Fuel soup disengaged.
So like, could you like from the ground up build a system that has like the same population of Sol? I'm wondering. Like,
Oh no, that's gonna take you a long. You need to have a lot of people move in there. I think tourism will be a good idea to make a system with good population. You need to build a lot of tourism. And the people need security too. So you have to have a military station, military port, a military installation. Because have you seen sometimes whenever they say war in a system, and then you're looking at the system chat or the local chat, there's a lot of NPCs saying, you know what, we're leaving the system, we're not coming back here. That basically means people are just getting out of the system. Not a lot. Small at a time.
do you find yourself a good place to colonize, Barbs? I think we're going to get this main one built, then we're going to get the asteroid built. Just because I want to see the asteroid. There's no other reason for it, but I just want to see the new asteroid one. And then possibly build another major one right next to the ring. That way people are able to like sell their commodities much quicker. And then the rest will probably just like dick around with like probably the ground military ports and stuff like that, just to see if like it increases the population in the zone. So I'm also curious, like, are you going to be in charge of security, or I don't know. I don't know how any of that works yet.
Yeah, the only thing that will change is just that the name of the system. No, not the name, but it will say that you built this system. Everything else will be the same as any other system in the game now. As that's what they said last time they were talking about this. I'm not sure if they think they. That's all I know.
I don't think they did. Is this game friendly for new players? I got the game free from Twitch Prime, but trying to see how new player friendly it is. So the edition that you are on is technically a little bit of an outdated build, just so you're aware. So the one from Twitch is called Horizons. Technically it's running concurrent with Odyssey. However, there is some content that you're not able to play with that build. Do you have people to play with, or are you talking about from like a brand new, like no one to play with and just like fully beginner experience? It does have a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get past the learning curve, I think it's new player friendly. There's a lot of stuff that you have to get caught up on though for like engineering though. Spent 3.5 hours searching for a good place and settled for this place. That didn't sound very good. Don't sound too happy about your new spot, Barbs. It also depends on what you're wanting to do, Battle. Are you trying to like immediately go into PvP? Are you wanting to do a PvE experience, mining? Like, what kind of thing are you looking to do to start out with? So I think that'll be a little bit easier to... If you're trying to immediately jump into PvP, then I say it's definitely not a beginner-friendly experience. If you're looking to do any of the other stuff, though, then I feel like there is a decent amount of beginner stuff going on for it. Don't necessarily need it, but PvP-wise, there's a lot of engineering, so you can boost your ship stats up quite a bit. And you're also going to be starting with a much smaller ship compared to other ships that people have access to.
Docking request granted.
Although, Mustang, is colonization in the Horizon Build too now?
I don't know. I thought people were saying it wasn't there too, except they cannot build the Odyssey settlements. They cannot build those because they're on hard Odyssey, right? They can do anything else. So that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. Well, I think they have in Horizon too.
Backwards.
I'm doing my third run now. We have about 5,000 still. 5,200 something.
Nice. Making decent progress. Is that? That's my board.
I had some before, right? So I might as well just give you the whole thing. Because I'm not doing anything.
I definitely say it's easier to play with friends though once it comes to like getting out. If you're more inclined to spend money to buy a ship, the Cobra Mark V is a decent starter jack of all trades. However, if you're just trying to like fully get started out credit-wise, I'd probably try to set up a ship for either exploration or mining to afford to have a ship to be able to do some combat and stuff with. If you blow up in this game, you do have to pay an insurance, and you also have to pay for your bundles to get returned back to you. So it's not best to like try to go into like super heavy combat when you don't really have too much to really take a hit with. Alright, superconductors. So how late are you going to be on, Mustang?
Oh, bro, I will do this run and then we have about 5,200. I will tip out then.
You mean about an hour and a half more, right?
No, just one run. That's gonna take about 5 minutes. I like the way you say, alright, that means like 5 hours, right?
Yeah, exactly. Alright, superconductors. Is that anywhere close by?
By the way, we did like what, 5,200 just in a couple of runs. That really is way better than what I thought we could do, you know?
Yeah, we're making decent progress.
Definitely, yeah. That's like 15,000 left now. And if we had another person, or maybe 2 other people, I think we could have already finished it. So each person could do what, 5,000 at a time.
Yeah, definitely. If we had more than just the two of us here, we would we'd be having a little bit easier time getting it done in one night.
Easier for me because I have a fleet carrier. Depends on the other two people. I can just drop the whole thing in my fleet carrier and then just jump it to you.
So if I get a fleet carrier, does it come with full fuel?
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted. Scan detected.
I'll get a fleet carrier, don't you worry about it.
Frameshift drive charging.
I have no clue where to look at that on Inara. It's Bay Arc to change the name of it.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
And ask if the name's locked, but I already know you changed yours like 30 times, so I don't have to worry about that.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
That's good, because I have no clue what I would call my carrier. Can't even remember that name that you kept calling your carrier, but I couldn't ever pronounce. Yeah, there you go. One of my coworkers was trying to get me to download that Marvel Rivals game. I feel like it would be better if you could pay other NPCs to bring you materials. Oh, that's a good idea. Let me get to this ground port and I will show you in a second, Marius. How does the PvP feel in this game? Is it anything like Eve? I think this game's a lot more involved when it comes to like flying around the ships than Eve. Like, I physically feel a lot more like into the game, where Eve is a little bit more... You can control the ship, but you don't really like feel like you're really like the main pilot, in my opinion. Where this one, it gets a little bit more immersive. To be honest though, I don't do too much PvP in the game, so I can't really be the best person to say that. What do you think of the PvP in this game, Mustang? you any.
Go to Maya, Charlie, Romeo, Echo.
I am actually built right next to Capricorni B. I got a really decent place over here where it has an asteroid belt, it's got a planet with a ring, and it's got like 12 other planets on there. It's first-person controlled game. Dodging shots doesn't really rely on whether your weapons can reach or not as much as it does in Eve. Said it took an entire hour to move it last time. I guess you can just leave it there, because I mean that's going to be a long time for it to actually move.
Request approved. Cleared for landing on pad 10.
Do you have it set so I can just sell it to you? You pilots play the game of dancing in and out and play with each stats. You pilots fly to dodge and have to be good FP pilots to land their shots. What station did you go for? I went with the quad hammer because I haven't seen too many of those systems around. I thought they're cool, although apparently people call them noob hammers, but I still think it's cool since they're rare. Ow! Release me! Stupid big butt ship.
Taking damage.
Ah!
Caution. Unsafe maneuvers will not be tolerated.
Unlikely to run into people in this game though. Is it a single player or PvE experience? So you can play in a private world or you can play in open. So it's kind of a mix of both. It doesn't force you to be in PvP. And yeah, my wing slightly got cut. Just, you know, it was a slight scrape. Gotta go, good luck. Hey, thank you, I appreciate it. Hopefully you have good luck too colonizing your system.
Is on the ground. Perform landing checklist. You are most welcome, Commander.
Welcome. I don't even think I've been to this place before. Yeah, neutral. You're just trying to get me to spend all my money. Better life in the mail slot. I mean, honestly, I thought I fit through the thing, but apparently not. Where were we at? We have the superconductors and insulating membrane that we're doing. Superconductors, right? Yeah. 7. 1. Neither of which are what we want. Well, worst part is when you're leaving that station and you get to the railing on the side of it and it catches your wing. I guess I can just buy liquid oxygen while we're here. So I was pulling some silly maneuvers in SC when the ATC in your stream said that type of maneuver will be intolerated. I was just like, oh man, really? Another news, nature's adapting to fight humans? God Crocs pretending to drown and playing dead to draw human as prey. Land's doing the same thing? Really? Reminds me of the TV show Zoo. I don't know if you've ever seen that one, but that one's an interesting show. I guess I'll just buy this. Ooh. Stupid 7. Hey, those landmines are going places, alright? No take backsies. I don't want to back.
Cargo hold.
They're an illegal good, though, aren't they? Yeah, wasn't there something weird about that? Well, for some reason, I'm thinking it was the landmines, but I could be wrong. Where are you? What? I'm about to say, I searched in Quagmire to see you're not there. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if some random names. Okay, yep. And you said it's set so I can put resources in there, or no?
Landing restraints lifted. You are go for departure.
As long as Lenara doesn't lie to us, we should be okay. Came to this place that was supposed to have super high stock and it was out. An in-game commodity thing.
Stuff, chemicals, medicine, machinery, whatever it is.
Huh. Wait till you get to the CMM. You know, Marius, I was at a place earlier where the CMM was respawning instantly.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, that's gonna be another time thing too.
Alright, man, head out.
See you
Yeah,
later.
bro, good night.
Right.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So I feel like if we can get, we can at least get all the way up to liquid oxygen done. So that means it would be aluminum, titanium, CMM, and steel. Need 40,000 of it. I need 13,604.
Fuel sync disengaged.
You must be building the bigger station than I did. I built one just because I thought it looked cool. I didn't really do it based on the size or anything. We're doing the big Orbis. Ah, nice. I think I'm doing the size one below that, apparently. I thought I was doing the big one, but I guess not. Though all the people that we usually play with, one of them's on Monster Hunter, one's just taking a huge break from the game, and the other one's going to bed. I'm hoping to get this done at least by next week, although it'd be cool if we could get this done by tomorrow night. we get it done by tomorrow night, then I'll definitely build an asteroid base just because I want to see what they actually look like. Like I was saying earlier, I'm kind of debating if I should put like one of the bigger stations over next to the planet with the ring that I have. I don't think there's anything that too crazy on that planet though. Far along is your progress? I am at about 6%. Maybe 5%. I claimed it the very first day that it came out, and then I was just sort of waiting for the service to stabilize some. I saw the ice once, those look really cool. It looks like where I'm at is actually like a metallic asteroid belt, so I don't think it's going to look as cool, but it still should look decent. Flew out here thinking that was where my marker was, and that's not where I'm even supposed to be going. Let's win our ship. What about you, Marius? Where'd you end up building? Found a spot right next to Capricornia B. I feel like that's probably the best place to have like people like bundling like platinum money and stuff like throughout the area. So I figured this would be like a stronger like place to have like a main base at. Plus, like I said, it had like the asteroid field, so I mainly did it for that. Versus sector FRV B2-1. Look it up on the map and see how far you are from me. Did you see that they're adding in a new guild system for the game? Basically, they're having it so you can share modules and money eventually. That should be coming, I believe they said in summer. So we still have plenty of time from that, but it looked like it was a really cool idea. Yeah, the Vanguard system. It would help new players at least.
Docking request granted.
And obviously if you have a bunch of friends that have trillions that never know what to spend with them, at least then they can actually, you know, get you off your feet. Plus you can properly like do group activities together now too. Before they had a really good wing system when it comes to combat, but you can't really like group mine together really. So that way you can sort of add in like a cut for like each crew member and everyone just like divvies up all the money at the end of the night. Come on, ship, I'm in full reverse. Don't you get me a ticket. Alright, so I think we're on the other side. Yeah, I get it, we're slow. Landing pad number 18. Sure, I'm into sharing of assets, but I like the idea of making it easier for communities to come together. Yeah, the only thing I could see that really helping is like if, for example, like maybe someone in your group was wanting to hunt Thargoids or grab like some Titan hearts or something. At least then you could share like the corrosive cargo bays, I'm assuming. Although that does come into play, like, I'm wondering, is it also going to, like, translate into,
Docking successful.
if you don't have the reputation to use this kind of weapon, are you going to be able to, like, have it accessible? Because then technically you would never actually need to go to the Guardian sites if your friend could just drop you the Guardian modules.
Incoming message.
Alright, so let's try the Junga system. Exactly my thought. If it's not locked behind some sort of rep, it's just free for your friends. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting how they handle it. We'll be back in 1 second. We'll grab a drink real quick.